Welcome back, Days of Our Lives fans. Get ready because May is about to turn Salem upside down. Secrets will be exposed, romances will ignite, and betrayals will come to light. Grab your popcorn because the upcoming twists are bigger than ever. Here's everything you need to know about the jaw-dropping moments ahead. First up, the teenage love triangle is heating up. Holly Jonas, still nursing the wounds of her breakup with Tate Black, finds herself stung by jealousy. Tate, seemingly unfazed, showers Sophia Choi with attention and even asks her to the prom. Watching him move on so quickly hits Holly harder than she expected. But Holly's story isn't over yet. Doug Williams III is about to enter the picture in a big way. Charismatic and full of surprises, Doug quickly catches Holly's eye. However, Doug's path is anything but smooth. He'll soon find himself tangled in a tricky situation that could either pull him closer to Holly or drive them apart. Will Holly open her heart again, or will past wounds keep her guarded? Meanwhile, over in the adult world, chaos reigns as the adoption plan between Tate and Sophia collapses spectacularly. Just when it seemed they were about to secure a future for the baby, Johnny DiMera throws a massive wrench into their plans by abruptly calling off the agreement. His decision leaves everyone blindsided and furious. Tate, unable to contain his rage, lashes out physically, landing a punch squarely on Johnny. Emotions boil over further when Sophia and Amy Choi engage in a heated argument. Accusations fly, old resentments resurface, and the fragile relationships between all involved begin to crack. Amy, never one to mince words, makes a bold prediction. Sophia and Tate might have no choice but to raise the child themselves. Initially, Sophia rejects the idea, clinging to the hope that another solution will emerge. But as her due date inches closer, and with her support system crumbling around her, Sophia's resolve starts to waver. Could desperation and unexpected emotions push Sophia and Tate into an unplanned but deeply personal journey of parenthood? One thing's for sure, nothing about this story will unfold the way anyone expects. Sophia's pregnancy, once filled with excitement and cautious hope, has spiraled into dangerous territory. Subtle warning signs, back pain, fatigue, unusual cramps, start to creep into her daily life, but Sophia brushes them off at first, refusing to believe anything could be seriously wrong. It isn't until she collapses during a heated argument at home that the truth comes crashing down. At the hospital, doctors deliver grim news. If she doesn't immediately rest and avoid all stress, she could go into premature labor, endangering both herself and the baby. The pressure weighs heavily on Sophia. Every decision now feels life or death. She battles guilt for pushing herself too hard, fear of the unknown, and a gnawing helplessness that nothing she does may be enough. Her loved ones rally around her, but tensions flare, arguments break out over her care plan, and old resentments resurface under the strain. Each passing hour becomes a nerve-wracking countdown. Every twinge of pain could mean the start of early labor. Will Sophia make it to full term, or will she be rushed into an emergency C-section, facing heartbreaking risks? As the walls of the hospital close in, relationships will be tested, loyalties questioned, and Sophia's strength pushed to the breaking point. Across town, a very different kind of emotional storm is brewing. JJ Devereaux has made up his mind. He's not letting Gabi Hernandez slip away without a fight. Determined to prove he's changed, JJ pulls out all the stops, sending her favorite flowers, showing up unexpectedly with old mementos of their time together, even coordinating a surprise candlelit rooftop dinner. Every move he makes is laced with a mix of desperation and genuine love. But for Gabi, the wounds from the past haven't healed easily. She remembers every betrayal, every broken promise. As much as she feels the old spark reignite whenever JJ looks at her, a voice inside warns her not to fall again. She throws up defenses, challenging JJ at every turn, questioning his motives, making him work for every inch of forgiveness. Their interactions crackle with tension, a charged mix of anger, longing, and unfinished business. Every encounter becomes a battle between heart and head. Just when it seems Gabi might be ready to give him another chance, a painful memory blindsides her, sending her retreating into self-protection. JJ, meanwhile, knows he's walking a razor-thin line. One misstep could shatter everything. As he risks it all to win Gabi's heart back, the question looms: will love triumph over fear, or will old wounds cut too deep for a second chance? In a corner of Salem where temptation brews quietly, DiMera and Cat Green find themselves pulled deeper into a dangerous dance. What started as harmless flirting has shifted into something undeniable: electric glances across crowded rooms, lingering touches that last a second too long, conversations that flirt with boundaries they shouldn't cross. The tension between them builds with every stolen moment, until it feels like a single breath could tip them over the edge. Chad, still tethered by loyalty to his family and his complicated past, struggles against the pull toward Cat. But Cat is different, unpredictable, fiery, and just reckless enough to tempt Chad into risking everything. When they finally find themselves alone, the moment crackles with possibility. A kiss feels inevitable, almost scripted by fate, but it doesn't stop there. One kiss leads to another, and then to something much harder to undo. If Chad gives in, the consequences could be devastating. Old alliances could crumble. Friends could turn into enemies overnight. And Cat, is she falling for Chad, or is she playing a game with stakes higher than he realizes? One wrong move, and everything Chad has built could go up in smoke. The investigation into DiMera's murder grips Salem like a vice, and suspicion runs rampant through every shadowed alley and polished mansion. At the center of the chaos stands Johnny, EJ's own son, whose erratic behavior and strained alibis have made him a prime suspect in the public eye. But Johnny isn't the only one drawing whispers. Almost everyone close to EJ seems to have had a motive. Inside the Salem Police Department, pressure mounts. Under fire from the mayor and the press, the detectives scramble to make an arrest, even if it means grabbing the wrong person. It's only a matter of time before someone innocent gets dragged into the spotlight, their life ripped apart by a desperate system needing a scapegoat. Meanwhile, the real killer moves carefully, staying 3 steps ahead, their secret buried deeper with each passing day. They know that one mistake could expose everything, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to keep their secret hidden. Lies are piling up, evidence is vanishing, and somewhere, the truth lurks, just waiting to explode, with consequences no one in Salem is ready to face. What was supposed to be a romantic escape for Xander and Sarah Horton quickly turns into a powder keg ready to explode. Their dreamy getaway, meant to rekindle their bond, becomes the setting for one of the most devastating betrayals yet. Xander, by pure accident, stumbles across clues about the forged letter involving Philip Kyriakis, and more gut-wrenching, he realizes Sarah knew the truth all along and chose to keep it from him. The discovery hits Xander like a freight train. The woman he trusted with his heart, the one he believed stood firmly in his corner, had been hiding a secret that changes everything. Fury and heartbreak collide inside him, wiping away any trace of romance that was left. Sarah tries to explain, pleading that she stayed silent to protect him, fearing that the truth would only cause more pain. But for Xander, the damage is already done. Trust, once shattered, isn't easily rebuilt. Now, he stands at a brutal crossroads. Can he find it in himself to forgive her? Or is this the final betrayal that will shatter their marriage for good? No matter what choice Xander makes, the fallout promises heartbreak on a scale neither of them is ready for. Across Salem, another battle rages, one between life and death itself. Bo Brady, beloved hero and cornerstone of the Brady family, continues to fight for survival, but hope is slipping through their fingers fast. Conventional medicine has failed. Time is almost up. Refusing to sit by and watch his father fade away, Sean Brady hatches a desperate plan. He will steal a miracle drug, an experimental treatment not yet approved, rumored to be Beau's only chance. Standing beside him is Steve Patch Johnson, equally determined to break every rule necessary to save their friend. Together, they map out a high-risk, off-the-books mission. Infiltrating secure labs, evading security, and racing against the clock, Sean and Steve know full well the risks: arrest, scandal, or even worse. But none of that matters. For Beau, they would risk it all. As tensions build, Salem braces for what comes next. At the heart of it all, one question burns: will they succeed in time? Every second brings them closer to a breathtaking moment, the long-awaited emotional reunion of Beau and Hope Brady. After months of pain, separation, and uncertainty, Salem's most iconic couple stands on the edge of a stunning comeback. May sweeps are delivering shocks, secrets, and soaring emotions like never before. Days of Our Lives promises high-stakes drama that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Stay tuned, stay obsessed, and get ready, because in Salem, anything can happen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for all your latest Days of Our Lives updates. We'll keep you posted on every twist, turn, and secret revealed. Thanks for